Our second speaker of the night is Alejandro. So please join me in welcoming Alejandro. So Alejandro is going to be delivering his seventh speech and the research your topic. The title of his speech is The Art of Listening. Due to the fact that the Homo sapien has 2 ears on opposite side of the head, listening must be an essential characteristic of the human body. If this is the case, everyone must be an stupendous listener. However, is that true? Thank you, Alejandro.
When I was about this high, I used to love running around my house in my underwear. I loved it. Best feeling in the world. Really, when I was even smaller, I would run around in my diapers. But the story is not about that. It's about one day when I was running around my house. I remember my dad just telling me, "Stop running." What did I do? I kept running faster. All around my house, I loved it. Second warning, stop running. Did not listen, I kept running. Until finally, we had a table that was about this high, remember I'm this tall. I'm running around, and boom! Next thing I remember, my dad picks me up, he's taking me to the bathroom to wash me. Luckily, my grandma's a nurse, so she was able to take care of me. So, that's why I have this scar right here. Luckily, it's not in. It was a little bit lower, or else I would have like 2 sets of eyebrows. I gotta be optimistic about that. Mr. Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. Do we really listen? Something that shocks me about the body is that we have 2 ears, so we should be perfect listeners. But how does the ear work? Well, there's 3 certain parts to it. There's the outer ear, the inner ear, and the middle ear and the inner ear. The outer ear is like this antenna. So let's say I talk. Hello. There's this wavelength that just goes around the sound, and it enters the ear. When it enters the ear, in the end of the outer ear, there's a little like membrane that's called the eardrum. You could think about it like a drum. When it hits it, it makes it vibrate. So the higher the pitch, the higher the vibration. The lower the pitch, the lower the vibration. Just like in a guitar, if you put a guitar in slow motion and you play the thicker string, you'll see that the wavelength it has shorter cycles, longer cycles. In the higher pitch, you'll see that it goes a lot faster. So it works the same way. This little membrane is connected to the ossicle, which are like 3 little bones, and that's called the middle ear. All that does is connect the outer ear with the inner ear. So that's like connection. Now all this does is it replicates the resonance and it translates it to the cochlea, which is like it looks like the shell of a snail. So I don't know if you guys have looked at snails, but it's like a spiral shape. Now at the end of this, there's some little hair follicles. Not hair, but it looks like hairs, like pili muscle. And they're like little fingers. They have a layer, a liquid layer on top. Now when the waves pass through there, it stimulates it, and that's a nerve ending. So the nerve ending goes all the way to the brain. And that is the process of hearing. So let's say I snap. All of the process that I just explained, what's going on. And that's a certain sound. But that does not mean that you guys are listening to what I'm saying. Now some of you may be listening to me. Some of you may be looking at the roof, at the floor, or maybe just at me, but have no idea to what I'm saying. That is hearing. Now to listen, if you look at the dictionary, it's to pay attention to whatever someone is saying, or a sound. So it takes energy to listen. Now why is this important? I don't know. Why is it important? Because throughout school and after, we forget to actually pay attention and listen. If you see in Toastmasters, there's certain roles. I'm the only one speaking. But most roles are to listen, not to speak. Although you guys come here to public speak, correct? Except for some of you, I guess you can come to listen as well. So it's very important to listen. Why do I make an emphasis? Because you learn by listening, not only by hearing. Now something about as we grow up, we forget to also listen to children. Why? Because most of the time they do not make any sense. They don't. I was with all of my sister's children yesterday, and most of the time they have no idea what's going on. But once in a while they do pay attention. And something I learned yesterday was that while my sister was talking, I would see her little daughter just listening like this. I've never seen somebody pay so much attention in my life than that little girl. She was not moving at all. She was just listening. Now, when you actually look at somebody and you listen, you gather about 70% of the information. That's like paying attention. Now imagine when you guys are texting or doing other things. You may lose a lot of information from that. Now what's my point? There's a lot of information that you guys could listen and could prevent you from getting hit. So next time somebody's talking, just stop talking and listen to what they're saying. I don't think you should wait until a table hits you in the eyebrow for you to learn a lesson.
Oh, huh?
Alejandro,